Welcome to the Ponder That podcast. It's episode 1. I'm ready to get this show on the road. We're going to talk about college football. We're going to talk about NFL. We're going to talk about multiple things. This is Ponder That podcast. I'm going to welcome in my guest, Spencer Wilson.
Hey, they call me Ace Wilson 13 if you're friends with me. But my government's Spencer Wilson.
Welcome
Nice
to the Ponder That podcast. It's Ponder That and Spencer Wilson. How you doing, bro?
Great. Couldn't be better. Can't ask for much more.
I know. I hear that.
Today's a day of celebration. You got that torch over there?
Yes, I do. Here you go, sir.
You're a good man. Yeah, last Thursday, I could have used one of these with the balls.
Yes, I know. The Vols, Tennessee Vols played Thursday. They look pretty good. I mean, we're fans of the Tennessee Vols. I mean, they look pretty good.
Orange.
I'm ready.
We bleed orange. Hendon Hooker for Heisman. That's all I got to say.
Yes, Hendon Hooker. We love a good hooker.
Especially when his name's Hendon. I mean, just like Joe Burrow's dad, when he transferred from Ohio State to LSU, dude put, I think, $5,000 down in Vegas for his son to win the Heisman. Won it. Ended up making close to $1 million.
Wow.
Joe Burrow's dad.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. And I heard you met Matt McClung. I saw on your Instagram story.
Well, it was my Snapchat story. It was last night, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right. How was he?
Oh, hell. He's definitely well-fed. He looks bigger in person. He can jump like a damn grasshopper, but
I know.
last night I tried to give him a tequila
bunnies.
shot, but he did turn. I don't know if he was drinking or what, but I know he bought a Porsche earlier yesterday. Rick Hill Imports?
Rick Hill Imports.
Over in Kingsport?
In Kingsport.
Yeah, dude bought him
bought
a brand new Porsche.
Yes, I know.
But he started with the Lakers, right? And then went to the Warriors?
Yes, went to the Warriors.
No,
I think that's a better system
Warriors.
for him.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to the Lakers. I mean, you got LeBron and them, you know, like President LeBron over there.
Oh, God
GM,
bless.
GM.
I say he surpasses Jordan Poole if everything goes accordingly. Because Mac McClung's the guy.
Yeah.
I'd say Jordan Poole might be a little bit taller, but Mac McClung, he's grit. I mean, he's what you need, man.
He is grit, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I know he went to Gate City, Virginia. He was a local star, so I mean, yeah, he can jump out the gym, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was surprised to see him last night, but the stars were aligned. Good things happen when you shoot your shot, you know.
Yeah.
First NBA player I've met in a while. But
yeah,
heck. So yeah, we got the Vols last Thursday. What's today? The 3rd?
Yes.
September?
Yes, it is September 3rd.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had the Vols winning. They beat the Ball State Cardinals by a lot. I think it was 59-10.
That calls for a shot. We were 30 point. I believe we were 30 point dogs.
Yes.
In Vegas.
Yes, you were. And then I saw. I forget his name. Somebody on Fox News that works with Colin Coward. Jason Whitlock.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Jason Whitlock. He bet that they would cover the 30-point spread and that the Ball State Cardinals will win.
Was it the Barstool Sports guy? I thought.
No.
I'm pretty sure
Fox
he did
guy.
too. I'm pretty sure the
Which
El
guy?
Presidente.
Which guy?
El Presidente, the pizza review dude. Pretty sure he bet on the Vols.
Oh
to
shit,
cover
Dave
the spread.
Portnoy?
And he said he made Portnoy or whatever
Wow.
his name is. Yeah,
He is a
he
Michigan.
said he put a big stack.
He is a Michigan guy. Yeah, he's kind of ahead.
Oh yeah, I've heard. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother podcast. But hey, this one's for the Vols right here, and Hendon Hooker for Heisman. That's all I got to say. Get on the bandwagon while you can.
That's for sure.
Hendon Hooker's. He got the short stick last year. He had 3 interceptions and 30 some touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if he would have had the first 4 games under his belt.
That's true. They started off with Joe Milton. Oh my God, he can overthrow anything.
He's a baseball player. But
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he could throw from center field to home plate real good, but I don't know about a pigskin.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, he's improving. They're roommates, Hendon Hooker and Joe Milton, and I guess Milton's accepted his role. He's gonna get some splinters on the way.
Yeah.
As long as everything goes good with Hendon, don't get any injuries, anything like that.
That's true. That's
yeah,
true.
no, they're roommates. After Hendon's gone, Milton has one more year. So maybe
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so maybe Hendon can actually.
Yeah, he might. It'd be him or the new guy, Nico, the new quarterback, worth $8 million.
5-star guy.
$8 million.
Oh, imagine how mad Hendon and Milton are. Imagine if you were before where they're giving money to all these college athletes and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my, what is it? NIT or?
Yes, NIL.
NIL.
Name,
Shoot.
Image, and likeness.
Hell, these kids now are getting paid.
I know.
Was like me in 2013. I graduated high school. The year after, they did Tennessee Promise.
I know.
That's just one of those. You just bite the bullet and move on.
But that's true. That's true.
Shoot.
And then we had a couple other good games on Thursday. We had Pittsburgh, and they played West Virginia in the backyard brawl. That was close as hell. That was a good game to start off the college football season, to be honest. I mean, West Virginia is a blue blood in college football. They've always been good, and for the most part. And
they got a good program up there.
Yeah, they lost to Pitt, who beat Tennessee in week 3. They'll play each other next week in week 2.
Okay.
So who do you think is going to win that game? Tennessee or Pitt?
Like you said, revenge is always best served cold. So I'm thinking this year that we're gonna give them a cold platter of freaking hound dog tail.
Hound dog tail. I know. Just give them a taste of Tennessee.
Yeah. No, they had their little Kenny Pickett, whatever. Yeah, they got lucky last year. Hendon Hooker, we didn't have him last year. No. So that's the game changer.
Yeah, I think we started off the game with Joe Milton. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So it could have been a different game if Hendon Hooker played.
4 games last season. The first 4 games.
That's insane.
And Pitt was one of those first 4.
Yes. Okay. For sure.
And so that's why it just eats me up, man. We had the wrong guy in the fucking bench, or the freaking bench, man. It's terrible, man.
Yeah, that's wild. And then we had another game. I think it was Penn State versus Purdue. Penn State ended up winning, but Purdue, I think, had a pick 6, and it ended up just being a good-ass game. I mean, to start the college football season, just like Pitt and West Virginia. And, you can't ask for any more.
You really can't, because I flipped it over from the Tennessee game to the Pitt and West Virginia game.
Yeah.
West Virginia was up 7 points, all right?
Yeah.
It was fourth quarter, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. And then after 50 seconds later, they go up 7. The Pittsburgh does. They did a 14-point swing, and so that tells you their defense is good. Tells you their offense is obviously good.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a good test next week. And
yeah, we will.
Hendon Hooker will. I don't want to see him out after halftime. I don't like those kind of games.
Yeah.
I'd always say a real game where my quarterback's playing 4 quarters, patting the stats a little bit.
Let me ask you this. I mean, Pittsburgh and West Virginia went to the wire, and Tennessee was a blowout game. What would you rather? Which game would you rather play to start off and then to go into a good matchup like Pitt and Tennessee?
Well, we've all seen the longest yard. It's a tune-up game. We tuned up with Ball State, It's a tune-up, simple and easy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like a good tune-up game.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh, they got a little battle-tested, but they haven't seen Hendon Hooker.
No. Yeah,
so
that's true. That's true. They haven't seen Hendon Hooker at his finest, and that's for sure. I mean, Hendo Cinco is going to be a Heisman finalist, that's for sure. And, I mean, that's in my opinion. But
tell me the last time a defensive player won a Heisman.
I mean, I can't think.
Charles Woodson against Peyton Manning.
Wow.
In 1997.
Wow. Yeah, that's all.
Skit.
Yeah, that is.
The only time I think.
I think Randy Moss was in that too, wasn't he? Randy Moss, he was in that, and then they gave it to Charles Woodson. Of all 3.
Goodness.
Peyton Manning or Randy Moss, you give it to Charles Woodson. I mean, Charles Woodson is a legend. Don't get me wrong, but
a defensive player should.
But generationally speaking, Peyton Manning and Randy Moss have done more for the sport of football than anything else.
Just look on TV at Papa John's. Hell, you don't see Woodson anywhere. I mean, at the end of the day, that was a fluke. I don't know who got paid off or what, but yeah. So Hooker for Heisman is all I'm getting at. There will probably never be another defensive player win a Heisman again, unless it's like.
Yeah, I mean, they may change the rules eventually where they start looking at defensive players instead of quarterbacks and star players, but we'll see. I mean, hopefully that's the case, because I think the best player in all of college football deserves the Heisman Trophy, but that's a whole nother conversation. So, I mean, we'll talk about that in another time.
Yeah, another story for another podcast.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. I think we should move on to NFL football.
We steamroll. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what the bread and butter is.
I
NFL.
know. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, before the
fantasy.
season hadn't started either yet.
Talking fantasy.
Yeah, big fantasy guy over here.
I know, he is. Spencer Wilson here.
Let's
If you don't know him, man, he's a winner in fantasy and betting in general. I'm telling you.
Well, mainly fantasy. And yes, I'm a connoisseur of both. But when it comes to fantasy, last year, every year is different. You know, you get a running back, you get a receiver. Who got injured last year? Who's doing good this year? I think the top pick this year is Cooper Kupp, which I'm like, all right. Yeah, give the credit.
I mean, he had a great season last year. A great season. But they had a great team.
Yeah.
Well, LA Rams are a great team. Don't get me wrong. I mean, yeah, they're going to be the first game we're going to see Thursday. Coming this Thursday, they're going to play in Thursday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills.
Josh Allen.
Who do you think's going to win in that game? Josh Allen, or you think Matthew Stafford? They're coming off a Super Bowl win.
Well, it depends.
And Buffalo Bills are the favorite for the season.
Yeah, no, it depends how hungry the Rams want to be to win another Super Bowl. Because sometimes when you win a Super Bowl, it takes the hunger away, or it might make you more hungry. So it's going to be a test of morals when it comes to anything. Because a team coming off a fresh win, getting a good challenge on the first game of the season, September 8th, I believe, next Thursday. Yeah, no, I'm excited to watch it, and I do think Aaron Donald is a GOAT. But
yeah, he is.
Did
you see him dual-wielding helmets in the?
Yeah. Poor guy. He looked like Mason Rudolph after he was done. I mean, he came down with the 1-2. Bye.
No, Myles Garrett and Mason Rudolph. That was wild.
Oh gosh.
Aaron Donald doing it in practice, and nobody does anything to that.
It's practice.
It is just like AI. It's practice.
Yeah,
that's true.
But if it would have been in a game, it'd have been, all right, suspended 4 games. No, but
true.
It's practice.
That's true.
Nah, that's where you get your steam off. You know, I'm sure they've been partying all summer. Donald's coming to reality now. They probably said some things he didn't want to hear.
Yeah.
And they probably said some things, and next thing you know, it was the Bengals too. It was literally a rematch of the Super Bowl in practice.
Yeah.
Who does that?
That's true.
How is that even legal?
That's true.
I mean, that shouldn't be legal.
Speaking of the Bengals, I mean,
it should have been televised.
Speaking of the Bengals, do you think the Bengals are going to do anything after that great season they ended off with last year?
You call it great, huh? I call the freaking owner an Irishman. They got lucky. I mean, they're drinking proper 12. They're over there under the rainbow, just like sitting there in a little pot of gold. They got lucky.
Yeah.
And I'm not really big on luck and jinx and all this crap, but they got dang lucky. Titans had him. Henry, I think it was his first game back because he was injured for a while.
I think it was Tannehill's fault.
It was. He threw an interception to start the game and to end the game.
Yeah.
But we had Foreman, a freaking beast, while Henry was out. Just hitting the hole, A gap, B gap, just running north to south, and not letting anyone touch his he was Derrick Henry Jr. Really, and I think they brought Derrick Henry back a little too early. We sacked our defense did their part. They sacked Joe Burrow 10 double digits.
Yeah, they did.
10 times.
They did. They were all over Burrow. That offensive line was Swiss cheese.
How do you lose? You know how you lose? Turning the ball over. Tannehill. So Malik Willis.
Do you think Malik Willis will take his spot in this year or next year?
And I hope not because of injury. I hope because of
just pure grit.
What the grit is about. Like Malik Willis has what Tannehill wishes he had. I mean, Tannehill goes to sleep at night and sees Malik Willis and has a nightmare.
That's a good one. Oh,
he does. I mean, dude,
that was funny as shit.
He literally just over there just season out because Malik Willis is his worst nightmare. And we got him as a steal in the draft.
I know, that's true. He slid.
Give Kenny Pickett in his small hands to Pittsburgh. We'll take Willis.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett is going to start for Pittsburgh, and they're playing Cincinnati. So rivals are starting against each other. Do you think Kenny Pickett is going to do anything?
Well, I think Peyton Manning's a big Kenny Pickett guy too. He went through Peyton Manning's quarterback camp and everything. And before we played Pitt last year, Peyton he's always been a Kenny Pickett guy. He's like, he's a real deal,
Yeah.
And he ended up freaking crapping all over Joe Milton and the freaking Tennessee squad.
I know. Every time Peyton Manning shows up to a UT game, it seems like it's just bad luck. It's an omen.
It's terrible.
Yeah, Omaha, no, it's an omen.
Yeah, no, it